everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christina and today is going to be my Panda palette update for March. This year we are working on the Storybook Cosmetics Little Red Riding Hood palette. This guy is a 6-pan palette and my goal is to finish every single shade 100%. So today we're going to be going through my progress pictures and how many times I used each shade. I think I have a couple of eye look pictures, but not too many. I tend to just forget to take a picture, which is really lame, but I also tend to repeat the same eye looks over and over again just because it's a little easier for me. But I will share what I have and let's go ahead, let's jump into each individual shade. If you like this kind of content, definitely hit that subscribe button and let's get going. So the first shade that I'm going to talk about is Red, which is this like shimmery red shade at the top. It was going to be one of my focus shades this past month, and I ended up using it a little bit more. I ended up using it 5 times in March, which is a little bit more than what I had been using it for. I ended up doing a couple of eye looks using it, and I used it as a blush mainly, and I feel like I won't be seeing like huge dips happening in the way that I'm using it, but I am still getting use out of it, which is the ultimate goal here. I can see a little bit of wear on it. You might be able to see it in the close-ups, but there is a little bit of wear, so I know I'm doing something, but it'll be the harder ones. The 2 reds are going to be the hard ones for me. The second shade is Bad Wolf, and I ended up using this one 3 times, mainly to smoke out my eyeliner. I have it on today, and that's what I used it for as well. I just smoked up my eyeliner a little bit, just so it wasn't so, you know, crisp. And I can see a little bit of a dip starting in there now, which is great. I do really like this shade. I also like it as a lid color more so in like the fall and winter with like a lighter shimmer mixed into it, because it is a little dark for me for like everyday wear, but really pretty if you're going out at night or going to like a nice dinner or something. Really pretty in that way. But for me, I'm just using it to smoke out my liner, so I'm not using a ton of product when I do it that way. Really easy way for me to just incorporate it into every look without really having to work too hard. On the second row, we have Basket, which I ended up using 15 times over the last month. I'm also wearing this one in my outer V today. This one I wear a good bit, either as a liner or to deepen up my outer V. The grand total for this one, I've used this one about 40 times so far this year, and we've gotten really good progress out of 40 uses. After that is Peril, which is the darker, like shimmery burgundy color. Some people have asked if these two are shimmers. These are both shimmers. They don't quite look like it, but they're both shimmers. But this is Peril. I only ended up using this twice last month. I think it was also supposed to be a focus shade for me, and I didn't end up focusing on it. I used it the least amount in March out of the entire year so far. So I've only used it 10 times all year, which isn't going to get me very far. There is a small dip starting, but I really got to put more work into it because I have to hit pan within the next couple of months to know that I'll be successful with this one. I'm still not worried. It is only April right now and things are calming down in my life a little bit, so I'm wearing makeup a little bit more. I can spend a little bit more time on it, so I'm hoping I can get some more use out of Peril in the next month. I'm gonna make it a focus shade again next month to at least get 5 to 10 uses. Anywhere in that range, 5 to 10, I'll be happy. And then the 5th shade on the bottom row is Journey. It's the peach shade. I love this shade. It's so easy to just wear all over my lid by itself, which is usually what I do on like no makeup days or low makeup days. Because it's really easy. I ended up using this 8 times over the last month, bringing the yearly total to 29 uses, which is pretty good for that one as well. I feel like I should have used that one more though, because I feel like I reached for it a lot more than Basket, but that's what my tallies are telling me. So that's what I gotta go with. I don't see this one being a problem. Basket, Journey, and Woods, like these 3 right here, not gonna be an issue at all in any way. I just don't feel like it's gonna be hard. Those are shades I could use by themselves all the time or every day, so I'm not worried about it. And then the very last one is Woods, which is definitely the one I used the most over the last month. I also used this one all over the lid by itself a lot. Like that's what most of my eye looks this month probably were. I ended up using this one shade 22 times this month. So that just goes to show you how often I was just using it as a 1-over shade. I didn't have as much time over the last month to do like really intricate looks. It's calming down now, but in March especially, it was just really chaotic. Lots going on, really hard to find a moment of time for anything, take a sip of coffee, let alone doing an intricate eye look. So that one was definitely the one I leaned heavily into in March and just used it all over the lid, threw some eyeliner on and mascara and done. Didn't bother with anything else. So it definitely got the most use out of that one. That's the most I've used any shadow in 1 month in this whole project. With the 22 uses from this past month, that brings the yearly total to 40 uses for that one as well. So that's probably why basket and woods look pretty similar. As far as pan size, woods is bigger because I use it more often as a single all over the lid shade. Basket is still a detail shade, but you can definitely see the similarities between those two. So I definitely think another 40 uses will see a lot more movement. So in a couple more months, I think I'll be staring at these in disbelief probably. So far so good. I think no new pan to note, but the most notable thing is that Bad Wolf does now have a pretty good dip in it. So I'm thinking Bad Wolf can have pan next month. I'll probably make the 3 without pan my focuses for next month and try to get at least one more pan. As far as supplemental palettes, the reason why I'm liking this project so much this year, if you hear Wallace, I'm sorry, he's over here freaking out for no reason. The reason I'm enjoying this palette so much this year is because I can supplement a lot. So I use the Urban Decay Naked Honey, which is out in another room right now, but I use that one a ton. I used it today. I also used this Artemis palette from Alter Ego and the Quintessential palette from Ace Beauty a lot as like a supplemental. This one I used a ton at the beginning of March. Along with it, this is the Ace Beauty one. Really like the mixing of it. And then the Alter Ego one was also fun to mix, add some more color on days that I had a little bit more time. And then the Urban Decay Naked Honey, super easy because there's more browns in it, so I can make really deep looks. Again, I used it today along with this one, and I feel like it gave me a little bit more of an intricate eye look. Really enjoying using other palettes. I hope you guys are enjoying this project still. I definitely think this will still be successful. I'm feeling really good about it, and thank you guys so much for all the encouragement and for all the kind words on these videos. If you enjoyed the video, definitely hit that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet. I do a lot of project panning content, so if you like it, stick around, hang out with us a little bit more, and remember, there is always magic to be found, and I hope that means I see all of you in my next video. Bye!
Alright, ooh baby, just hold tight. We're up at the moonlight, believe in the magic. On side, we'll make it feel just right. Just look at that bright light, believe in the magic. And we can save you from